Hello everyone, welcome back into North of 7 Cards. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram, North of 7 Cards, and on eBay, North-of-the number 7. Today we've got for you the 2024 Leaf Vivid Football. This is break number 8. Let's hear it in the chat. Who are we looking for today? Like I always say, legends of yesteryear, maybe some of the future stars of the game. One man down there. That is okay. We will hit these bad boys up. Go, a little reflection in there. Let's start off here. Box number 1. Some runners there. Here we go. Hope everybody is enjoying their Tuesday or whenever you're watching this. First up, we've got Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson there, 7 out of 10 for the Richardson spot. Anthony Richardson. Just let that out of the way. We got Roderick Robinson, the second there, 4 out of 5 for Roderick Robinson, the second. There we go, our 2 base there. First auto up here, we've got Zion Turner. That is 5 out of 7 for Zion Turner. Don't know if Turner is a burner, but I guess we will learn that this season. Next up here, we've got the futures here for CJ Daniels. That is 2 out of 5 there for CJ Daniels. Next one up here, we got the futures here for TJ Finley. That is 7 out of 7. One of the smallest autographs that you will ever see there. Got the futures there, TJ Finley. Next up, a man you love to see, usually in Chiefs colors this time, as the San Francisco 49ers quarterback. That is Joe Montana, 2 out of 3. There we go, Joe Montana. And our last card of box number 1 is the Technicolor printing plate here for Bo Nix. There we go, Bo Nix with the magenta plate. Congrats to the Bo Nix spot. Boom, what a start there. There we go, Bo Nix spot. We're going to get this bad boy up on our wall. Let's get a sticker. There we go. We got box number 1 there. Bo Nix with the magenta printing plate. Now that is a start. I feel like it was about time for how many not so subtle jokes I made at poor Bo Nix's expense. Not his fault. What happened in the world? Got him some extra time in college. Used that to his advantage. Got himself an NFL job there with the Broncos. Not just any job. A first round pick. Top 15 pick. Next up here we've got Jaden Rashada. That is 2 out of 8 there for Jaden Rashada. Great Arizona State colors there. Rashada kicks off box number 2. And next up here we've got Hui Walker. I believe that's the first time I've seen him there, and it's good to see him for the first time because that is a 1 of 1 there for Hui Walker. Next up, we've got the Technicolor here for Matthew Sluka. I think I said Skula last time, but that is the Technicolor there. 7 out of 9 for Sluka. Next up is Kimani Vidal. That is a 4 out of 9 there for Vidal. Looks like his helmet is a little off there. Next up here, we've got the Futures for Jimmy Horn Jr. That is a 2 out of 5 for Jimmy Horn Jr. Maybe we'll see if he's pulling out the cell phone celebration at one point, if he hasn't done it already. Next up, we've got the Futures here for Jaquan Jackson. Almost said Jawan. Jaquan Jackson there. 2 out of 2 there for Jaquan Jackson. And our last one up here is the Imagination for Drew Allar. That is 7 out of 10 there for Drew Allar. Congrats to the Allar spot. Finishes off box number 2. Let's jump into number 3 here. Waiting to see. We got a hot box in our future. Pretty early on in our last break. Starting off this box with Sammy Brown. That is 2 out of 10 there for Sammy Brown. Misidentified in my mind as a Florida Gator, not a Under Armour school. Next up here is Travis Hunter. That is 1 out of 10 there for Travis Hunter, playing both the cornerback, and wide receiver positions. Wouldn't be surprised to see him throw the toss at some point. Next up is Malik Washington. Malik Washington there, 4 out of 5 for Malik Washington. Next up here is Jordan McLeod. Jordan McLeod here is a 1 of 1. There we go for the Jordan McLeod spot. 1/1 auto there for McLeod. We've got the dazzling performers here for Bucky Irving. That is a 5/9 there for Bucky Irving. No Bucky Irving spot there, 5/9. Next up is Jerry Bohannon. There we go, that is a 1/8. Little green and gold combo there. And our last card up here is the colorful combos for Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards. There we go. That is a 6/7. We will randomize these two at the end. Don't always like seeing teammates in competition, but in a randomization, nothing is personal. There we go. That finishes that box. We got our Bonix hanging out up there. Alright, here we go with our next one. Our man at the top is getting some pretty big comparisons. First up is CJ Carr. There we go for CJ Carr, 2/6. CJ Carr compared as the next Joe Montana, which is a big expectation to put on someone heading into college, but both fighting Irish. We go CJ Carr. Next up is Cameron Ward. Cameron Ward is a 2/7. Cameron Ward there. Next up, dazzling performers here for Frank Gore Jr. That is a 3/7 for Frank Gore. Next up, they got compared. Why not put them in a colorful combos? Joe Montana and CJ Carr. That is a 3/6 there, Montana and Carr. We will randomize it at the end. Weird seeing Joe Montana single digit there. Single digit Joe Montana. Like 16, 19. Oh, we got the number 3 there. Randomized at the end. Next up here is a JJ Cole. JJ Cole is a 5/7. Kind of looks like I know he's throwing. Looks a little bit like he's mid-dab. Probably more back when Cam Newton was making it hot. Next up here is the dazzling performers here for Harlem Berry. That is 4/9 there for Harlem Berry. And our last card up here is the glowing review for Jonathan Brooks. That is a 10/10. The first time I'm seeing here the glowing review there. Jonathan Brooks. There we are. We got our next box up here. So our next box here, we've got Dan Marino. Dan Marino here, 6 out of 7. Quarterback, movie star. Dan Marino could do it all. Next up, we've got our Brian Urlacher. Brian Urlacher here is a 5 out of 6 for Brian Urlacher. Almost a Super Bowl champion. I was going to say appearance. I don't know if he's still on TV, but on TV at one point. Next up is our colorful combos here for Grant Wells, Ali Jennings, and Kyron Drones. That is a 5 out of 7, and it will be randomized at the end. There are colorful combos. Got a trio there. Next up is the Technicolor. That's there. Got the Technicolor here for Brandon Sorsby. That is an 8 out of 10 there for Brandon Sorsby. Next up here, we got the street signs here for Isaiah Bond. That is a 10 out of 10. Nice street signs look there for Isaiah Bond. Next here we got Will Shepard. Will Shepard here is a 4 out of 9. There we go, Will Shepard spots there. And our last card of this box is going to be for CJ Carr. That is a 3 out of 8 there. Compared to Joe Montana, we will see him in the colorful combos. Kind of treat any offense, I was going to say an NFL offense, any offense as a Carr. CJ, someone you'll want driving it. Next up here, number 1, someone I have yet to see in this product, if I'm remembering it correctly. We've got number 1 overall pick here, Caleb Williams. That is a 7 out of 9, therefore, Caleb Williams. There we go, Caleb Williams spot. Back there, I guess we can say back in the USC days. Next up here, we got Dalton Kincaid. Dalton Kincaid here is a 4 out of 6. There for Dalton Kincaid. Next here we got the bursts here for Antonio Gates Jr. There we go, that is a 3 out of 10, Antonio Gates Jr. Not quite sure what's happening with the auto there, kind of looks like U's. U's or maybe like a backwards N. But there we go, Antonio Gates Jr. Looking to, I guess we can say, walk in his father's footsteps. Can't quite say run yet. Next up here, we got Adonai Mitchell. That is 1 out of 8 for the Mitchell spot. Next up here is a colorful combos for Antonio Gates Jr. and Nathan Carter. That is a 6 out of 6. Second appearance from Gates. We will randomize this at the end. Next up, we got the futures here for Troy Franklin. That is a 1 out of 8 there for Troy Franklin. And our last one up here is the Dazzling Performers of Blake Corum. Bookend here, 4 out of 4 there for the former Michigan, now Los Angeles. Not with his head coach, though, in the same stadium with the Rams. Let's grab here. We got a little better view of Bo. Must have bumped him there. Go. Seeing possibly a colorful combos at the end. And we got Ethan Kaliakmanis. That is a 2 out of 5. Feels like the big win for me, getting to say it a lot faster. Kaliakmanis. Even then, I still feel like I'm saying Kaliakmanis. Kaliakmanis. Next up here is Xavier Legette. That is a 10 out of 10 there for Xavier Legette. No one has had the chance. Check out Legette speak. Very deep California. Carolinian accent? Carolinian? From Carolina. Staying in Carolina. Here we got Brady Lichtenberg up next. That is a 2 out of 9 for Lichtenberg. Next up, we've got our Steve Angeli. That is a 3 out of 4 there for Angeli. We've got some Penny Boone, spelling out his name there, for a 3 out of 9. Penny Boone. Here comes the Boone. I hope someone says that. Next up here, we've got our Dazzling Performers here for Nico Marchiol. That is a 2 out of 7 there for Nico. Double C there on the Nico. Our last one up here is a Colorful Combos. Head down to Tuscaloosa. This is a Colorful Combos for Jalen Milroe and Isaiah Bond. That is a 5 out of 5. There, Milroe and Bond. They will be randomized at the end. Which leads us into our final 3 boxes here. Our final stack, seeing less and less of me as the minutes go on. Some may celebrate, some may be disappointed. Wait to see final 2 boxes. We've got a hot box indeed. First up here we got Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert here, 4 out of 5 for Justin Herbert. And next up here, we've got some Joe Montana action. Pair of Montanas here. This one is a 10 out of 10 there for Joe Montana. And we got the futures here for Sam Levitt. That is a 4 out of 8 there for Levitt. Next up here, we've got a Dorian Singer. That is a 4 out of 5 there for Dorian Singer. I think I questioned his singing abilities in the past. Not questioned, but just curious. Don't question him for that. Here we got Towie Walker again. That is another 1 of 1 for the Walker spot. Congrats there if you've got the Walker spot. Towie Walker. There we go. Next up, we've got the futures here for Ismail Mahdi. That is a 2 out of 3. Easily one of the best and biggest smiles of this product. And our last one up here, did get a little sneak peek at it, but it is going to be a Tyreek Hill. And that is a 1 of 1 there for Tyreek Hill. There we go. Congrats to the Hill spot. We'll get this one up on our board there. 2 boxes to go. Bo Nix, Tyreek Hill. First up here, we've got Donovan Edwards. Donovan Edwards is a 4 out of 9 there for Donovan Edwards. Go for the Edwards spot. Also a randomization coming your way. Edwards spot. We got Jalen Milroe here. That is a 4 out of 4. Therefore, Jalen Milroe. And we got the futures here for Mazeo Bennett. That is a 6 out of 10. Therefore, the Bennett spot. We've got the futures here with Jere Tank Hawkins. That is a 1 out of 4 there for Tank Hawkins. I'm curious, doesn't say on the back here, but would love to know where Tank came from. It's always curious when you've got nicknames like that. You know, AD for all day, Adrian Peterson. As we've got the Dylan Gabriel with the Dazzling Performers 4 out of 4 there. There's nicknames that are just, I mean, I guess AD for all day is pretty close, Adrian Peterson, but we digress there. Dylan Gabriel. We got the Technicolor for Carson Steele. That is a 4 out of 4 for Carson Steele. 4 with a guy rocking the double 3s there. Carson Steele. And next up here is a colorful combos here for Jaden Daniels and Drake May. That is 4 out of 4 for the second and third overall picks. That will be randomized at the end. Got, I believe, 4 randomizations to do at the end. Here we've got our final box. We'll split in between there. Bring Tyreek and Bo Nix together. go. Final box at the ready. First up, we've got Everybody's Paisano. That is Tommy DeVito. 1 out of 9 there for Tommy DeVito. Curious if he's just the third quarterback in New York this year. You know, they've still got Daniel Jones, brought in Drew Lock. Is our New Jersey hero just kicked to the wayside? Hopefully not. Would love to see him in some action this year. Here we got Brock Purdy. That is a 4 out of 10 for Brock Purdy. Pulled a Chuba yesterday. Again, curious nickname there. Did look it up once, but don't remember Chuba Purdy. Here we've got Brock Purdy. Next up, we've got our imagination here for Chris Brazzell II. That is a 1 of 1 there for Chris Brazzell II. Congrats. Seeing a lot of Brazzell in this product. There we go. You got yourself a 1 of 1. Chris Brazzell II. Add the ones, you get the second. Next up here is the Technicolor here for Ray Joseph. That is a 3 out of 4. Ray Joseph. Oh, Miami Hurricane there. Ray Joseph. And we got Technicolor here for Carnell Tate. Love the Technicolor look. Still debating what my Technicolor is hard to beat. Street Signs are not too bad themselves. Here, second last card, we've got Brock Vandagriff. This Brock Vandagriff here is a 5 out of 6. One of those pictures that hides the flow, the hair, the Brock Vandagriff hair. And our last card of our break here is going to be for Xavier Legette on the Technicolor. 10 out of 10 there for Xavier Legette. Alright, we've got our recap and our randomizations, and we will send you on your way here with the 2024 Leaf Vivid Football break number 8 here on May 28th. Let's do our numbered hits. Numbered hits here, we've got Brock Purdy, Tommy DeVito, Jalen Milroe, Donovan Edwards, Joe Montana. Let's get a little closer there. Justin Herbert, Xavier Legette, Ethan Kaliakmanis, Dalton Kincaid, Caleb Williams, Brian Urlacher, Dan Marino, Cameron Ward, CJ Carr, Travis Hunter, Sammy Brown, Jaden Rashada. We got Roderick Robinson II and Anthony Richardson. All right, then let's get into our autos and the pair on our back wall. Autos, even that out. All right, stack number 1 of our autos. We've got Troy Franklin, Will Shepard. We got Isaiah Bond, Brandon Sorsby. We got the glowing review, Jonathan Brooks. Dazzling Performers. Why did I say Dazzling Performers, Harlem Berry. J.J. Cole, Frank Gore Jr., Jerry Bonahan. We got Bucky Irving, Malik Washington, Drew Allar, Jaquan Jackson, Jimmy Horn Jr., Kimani Vidal. We got Matthew Sluka, Joe Montana, TJ Finley, CJ Daniels, and Zion Turner. That's stack at number 1. Still got back wall, but also the other few 1-of-1s there. Here we've got Adonai Mitchell, Antonio Gates Jr., CJ Carr, Xavier Legette, Brock Vandagriff, Carnell Tate, Ray Joseph, Stuck there too. Carson Steele. Dylan Gabriel. Tank Hawkins. Mazeo Bennett. Ismail Mahdi. Dorian Singer. Sam Levitt. Nico Marshall. We got Penny Boone. Steve Angeli. Brady Lichtenberg. And Blake Corum. Alright, our other one-of-ones here. We've got Chris Brazel the second on the Imagination Auto. We got Jordan McLeod. And then we've got a pair here of Tawee Walkers. There we go. Congrats to the Walker spot. In our back wall here, we've got the Tyreek Hill one-of-one there. And last but not least, we've got Bo Nix on the magenta printing plate. There we go. Congrats to the Bo Nix spot. All right, so let's get into these randomizations. We've got 5 of them to do today. All right, we will start it off with a pair here. We've got Antonio Gates Jr. and Nathan Carter. We will set up random.org. For Antonio Gates Jr. and Nathan Carter. Well, I was thinking Nathan Walker, but just where the brain goes sometimes. Alright, we will set it up. Get it on the screen for you. Alright, we got random.org here. We got our 5 rounds for Antonio Gates Jr. and Nathan Carter. Good luck to both. All right, here we go. 2 rounds to go, and it is going to the Nathan Carter spot. There we go. Congrats to Nathan Carter there, taking down Antonio Gates Jr. We've got colorful combos here. Grant Wells, Allie Jennings, and Kyron Drones. We'll go for Grant, Ali, and Kyron. Got our 5 rounds up here for the trio. Let's begin. And it is going to go to the Kyron Drone spot. There we go. Congrats to the Kyron Drones spot. Our next one is going to be for the pair of Michigan running backs here. Get that started for you. For Blake and Donovan. Make sure they're not just beside each other so we can have a clear winner between the two. We go Blake and Donovan, the Michigan running backs here. Up on the board, and let's go. Final round, Donovan Edwards. There we go, Donovan Edwards with the heart there. Congrats to the Donovan Edwards spot. We've got 3 more to go here with our randomizations. First up, Alabama action down in Tuscaloosa for Isaiah Bond. Well, Jalen Milroe and Isaiah Bond. Jalen and Isaiah there. Here we go. Alabama facing off. No more Nick Saban for them. Here we go. Final round. It is going to the Jalen Milroe spot. There we go. Congrats to the Milroe spot. We've got 2 more here to go. First up is our Joe Montana and CJ Carr. Montana is, well, Carr compared to Montana. We're not going to say that CJ Carr is living up to any expectations yet. Got to see him hit the field first. All right, here we go. 5 rounds for Joe and CJ, and it is going to go to the Joe Montana spot. There we go. You got yourself the colorful combos. Joe Montana, CJ Carr. Our final one here is for the 2nd and 3rd overall picks of this past season's NFL draft. That is for Jalen Daniels and Drake May. Here we go for Jaden and Drake. There we go. We'll see what they can do in their rookie seasons as they face off here. Into our final round here, it's going to go to the Jaden Daniels spot. There we go. Congratulations to the Daniels spot. We're taking home that colorful combos there. And that will just about wrap us up here for the 2024 Leaf Vivid Football. This was break number 8. Thank you everyone for joining. If we're going to see you in later breaks, we'll see you then. If not, enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.